All right, this is a Permobil M3 power chair. This power chair has 1 mile, so it's practically brand new. It was delivered, never used, 1 mile. This power chair has 5 electrical functions. It has the 12-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the electric lag, and it also has the interior tilt where the seat tilts forward. 5 electrical functions. All the functions have to be worked through the joystick or through the switch box. I like to use the switch box. I like to use the switch box back here. It's quicker, but you can also do it through the joystick. But as you can see, the buttons here, the first button is the seat lift, then we have the tilt, then we have the recline and the leg. So I'm going to hit the first button here. So the seat will go up and you'll start at 22 inches and you're going to add 12 inches. By the time you're up, you'll be at 34 inches. You'll be pretty much eye level with someone. So right here, the seat is going to go up from 22 to 34 inches high. And as soon as it's up there, I'll show you. This chair still drives with the seat elevated. And it drives at a good speed. I can't show you how fast it goes, but because we're in a small, limited room, but you can see that it moves. Let's look at the base while we're at it. So we can see on the base right here, like all these Permobil, you can see how clean that is. 14-inch solid wheels, non-skid wheels, caster wheels in the front, caster wheels in the back. You have an anchor point here. This is where you would secure your chair to your lift or your van for transportation. You have 4 of these. You have one there, one in the back here, and you have the same thing on the opposite side. So you have 4 of these anchor points, okay? You have on this chair also a great suspension back here. And you can see the suspension as I move it. You can see the suspension at work. You can see the way the seat lift is built. This is the armature. You can see the actuator is actually in here going this way. This is the seat lift armature. You can see how solid that is. Also with this chair, you have 2 motors like all power chairs these days. If you look at the front, you can see the reflectors. That's the end of the motor right here. The motor goes from here, from the reflector all the way this way into the wheel. This chair, the way it is there, weighs over 400 pounds, probably 425 pounds. If I wanted to push the chair, of course it's in gear, plus it weighs 400 plus pounds, I can't push it unless I put it in neutral. And if you want to put these M3s in neutral, turn the power off. Make sure the power is off on the joystick so you have no resistance. Right here on top of the motor, you'll see a little handle, a little silver screw sticking out in the front. And it tells you right there on the thing, push them inward, that way, and your wheel is unlocked. So you can see your drive wheel now is unlocked. When you're done, bring it back this way, both motors, and then you're back in gear. Then you can turn your power back on. You got to give it a second to reset the computer. So that's how you put it in neutral. So far we've covered the 12-inch seat lift and a little bit of the base. Okay, so I'm going to bring the seat back down. While the seat's going down, I'm going to talk about the swing away joystick. So this is a swing away joystick. It takes the joystick from the front and it puts it on the side, which is nice if you want to get to a dining table, you want to get closer to a dining table. Now everything is set up on the right hand side. If you're left-handed, we can take this joystick and put it on the left side, everything, then it'll swing to the left side when you move it away from the front. Okay? Another thing about this chair, you have electric tilt. So the electric tilt is when the base right here goes back. As you can see, it's going back now. Going back, of course, it's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back because they're all connected together. This is called the electric tilt. And this is as far as it'll go right here. Also, I'm going to show you the legs. The electric legs. Now these legs are electric, but we can also adjust them. If you're 5'2" or 6'2", we can adjust them to your height. On this type of chair, on the M3, if you want the legs to go even higher, you have to put them out before you tilt the seat. Because once the seat is tilted, this model, they will not go all the way up to here, okay? So if you have the seat down, let the legs out, and then tilt your seat back. But you can see if you're sitting this way, your legs will be higher than your body. So if you need circulation.
Thank you for watching. If you have found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. If you have questions or need to see something else, please leave us a comment. Lastly, please sign up for the newsletter in the description below to get instant access to exclusive promotions. Enjoy the rest of your.
But if you're only halfway tilted, this would be halfway tilted here. And let me bring the legs back up. As you can see now, they're coming up all the way. So you have to do it before you tilt the seat. So here, your feet are still higher than your body. Okay, so even when you're halfway tilted, but even if you tilted it more, whoop, wrong way. Right there, you can see your feet are higher than your body. So far we've covered the electric tilt, the electric legs, the seat lift. We only have 2 more functions to cover. Now we'll put the legs all the way up since we're all the way down. All right, the 4th feature of this chair is called the electric recline. The electric recline is the back going back by itself. So as you can see, the back is going back. This is called the electric recline. So this is as far back as it'll go. There we go. So if you were laying flat, this is what it would look like. You really would be flat on this one for sure. So I'm going to bring the recline back up. I'm going to bring the legs back down. I'm hitting 2 buttons at once. I'm going to bring those down. And we'll do the last function, which is the interior tilt. So far we've covered 4 electrical functions. So if you're outside, leave your legs out at least that much so you have more room under your feet. And I'm going to bring the seat up to a normal position. Okay, now the 5th function is called the anterior tilt. That means the seat is flat, but it's going to lean you forward to help you get out. When you do that function, it's always better to raise the seat up a couple inches. So you have a seat lift on here, so go up a couple inches, you'll see it. So I'm going to go up a couple inches, just a couple 3 inches, and then you're going to hit your tilt button that was going back, but you're going to hit on the front part of it, and it should go forward. You see it? All right, this is called the interior tilt. You can see it forward. It's got about a 10-15% tilt down, okay? So this is called the interior tilt. You can see I'm going to bring it back down. So that's called that's your 5th electrical function, okay? Now, this is a mid-wheel drive chair, so it turns really good on its own length. So if you're in the house, you're going to want to have your legs right there. I'm going to bring them in. So if you're in the house, you're going to bring your legs all the way under here so you have a better, if you're way out there, it's not going to turn nearly as good. And also, if you're going to do the interior tilt, let me raise the seat up again, and let me do the interior tilt one more time. So if you're going to do the interior tilt, like this, of course you're going to want your legs, you're going to want the legs out of the way so you can walk right out of the chair, okay? So if you're in the house, you're going to want your legs, let me bring the interior tilt back down. And let me bring the legs back in a little bit. So the best turning radius in your house would be if the legs are all the way in. Then you can see inside your house, this is what it would look like if you have it in a room. Okay, let's look at the arms on this chair are custom. These are gel. These are the most expensive arms you can get. They're full of gel all the way down on both sides. These are 16-inch gel pads for full comfort. They're already on this chair. The joystick's on the right. If you're left-handed, as I said earlier, we can put it on the left side. The seat on this chair is 17 by 18. 17 by 18. Now this chair is set up with a contoured wing back. Wing back means the back is not just over here, it comes in like this and it holds you in. So this back here, this chair is set up for a person probably 170 pounds, tall, skinny, but not someone 200, 220, because you're not gonna have enough room in the wing part of it, okay? It probably will fit me, so you'll see me driving it. It'll probably fit me because I'm 180, but I'm kind of tall and skinny. This will hold me right in the middle of the seat. I'd like to sell this chair just the way it is with this type of wing because this is so nice to have. So if you're looking at all these Permobil on our website and you're 180 or less, or if you're tall and skinny, it would still work. But you need to be narrow like I am to fit in here and have the perfect comfort and keep you right in the middle of the seat. The cushion can be removed. As you can see, it sits on Velcro. You can remove the cushion and put your own cushion on here. So if you have a better cushion, you're more than welcome to change it. The back of the chair, back here, we have a fully adjustable headrest, all the position you can ever imagine. And it can be, you put it over here and you tighten it so there's no wobbling. We have a safety belt, which I'm going to wrap around the seat. I don't like it back here. I don't want it to get caught in any of our tilting or reclining. So I'm going to put it on the seat. That way there's no chance of that safety belt getting caught in anything when the seat goes down. Back here, we have the suspension again. You can see the suspension back here on both sides. In here, we have a power button, and I'm going to turn it off, you'll hear it. The power is completely off in the chair. So when you receive this chair, there'll be a note here, it'll say power right here. So you put your hands in here and you go up in here, and you push the button to the left. The power is back on, okay? These are reflectors, they're not lights. People always call me, how come my lights are not coming on? These are not lights, they're reflectors. These cylinders right here, if I turn this cylinder right here, it brings the arm up like this over here. So it adjusts the arm like that. So you got one for this arm and you have this one. You can see how this one's going down. So it's easier if you hold the pressure off and then you screw it, okay? That's all that is for. I'm gonna turn the power back on. We're gonna talk about the charging. These chairs are so quiet, it's unbelievable. When you charge your Permobil, you use your Permobil charger and you plug it below the joystick. And as soon as the light goes to full, to the top, 100%, the charger will stop charging. There's two batteries in here. They're Group 31 batteries. They're 60 amp batteries. They're gel batteries, and they'll give you about 15 miles on a battery charge. That all depends how fast you're going, what kind of surface you're on, how heavy the user is. You might get more than 15 miles, you might get less. It's all depends on how you use your chair, okay? So let's recap. This is a Permobil M3. The M stands for mid-wheel drive. The M stands for mid-wheel, meaning it turns around its own length, okay? This chair has only 2 miles. It has 5 electrical function, 12-inch seat lift, electric tilt, electric recline, electric legs, and of course, the interior tilt. It has the swing away joystick. It has the gel arms. These are flip up arms if you transfer this way. It has, again, like I mentioned earlier, the wing back, contoured wing back. It has the safety belt. It has the suspension, the solid tires with 2 miles. This is a beautiful, beautiful power chair. It's going to make a great addition. If you want to be in a chair and you want to have comfort, this would be a nice one. So this is the Permobil M3. The top speed on this chair is 6.3 miles an hour, and when you let go of the joystick, it brakes automatically. It's got built-in brakes in the motors. So 6.3 miles an hour is the top speed I got on the chair over here on a flat surface. You can control the speed by lowering the speed through the joystick, or if you just don't push the knob forward a lot, just a little bit like this, your chair barely moves. So it all depends. You can control the speed here, same thing this way, or you can just reduce it right here and you go full throttle at a slow speed with the knob here. a fun chair. Pretty quick chair. Had no problem in my grass, but I have really good solid ground where my grass is, so it'll go through rough terrain, but it has to be with good solid bottom. I'm going to elevate the seat right now so you can see me driving with the seat elevated. So remember, this is the M3 with the seat lift, the tilt, the recline, the legs, and the anterior tilt with 2 miles, gel arms, great cushion, safety belt, just a nice power chair. The seat is almost all the way up. There we go. So the chair shows it drives at 3.2 miles an hour with the seat elevated. 2 miles an hour with the seat elevated. So if you're going to drive this chair with the seat elevated, make sure you're on flat surface. Do not go in the yard. Do not go on concrete where it's all bumped up. They're nice chairs, but you have to take care of them. This is mainly if you're going to raise the seats for the kitchen, the malls, where it's nice and flat and very smooth. If you take care of your chair, it'll last you a long time. So this is a really nice one. Probably won't be here very long. Oh, by the way, one more thing. The back on the chair is a little tight for me. So I'm 180 pounds, so probably this back will be for someone less than 180. It's right there. I can feel the sides. I mean, I'm comfortable, but some of you may not be comfortable. So the back would have to be for someone a little smaller than I am.
Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex.
We are a family-owned business for over 25 years.
We have many products available, not just what you see in this video. If you would like to learn more, you can call the number below at 800-677-6293, or you can visit us directly at www.marcsmobility.com.